And also, I'm going to smooth this out on the top. Just to make sure I got good even color. Okay? Then I'm going to take one that doesn't have anything on it and kind of come up. And that kind of, I want this to be darker. I don't want this to be light under here, but I want to blend it out so that it doesn't look like, oh, it stopped right there. Which we're going to take care of that with contour in a minute. Either side of here. And then over the chin. Look how that just brightens the middle of my face. It's like I have makeup all over. But I really just have it right here. And here. Now, for young people, you don't got to worry about this yet. But if you're older, you need a little lighter color down here. Because it gives us a lift. This drops as you get older. Don't put it here. We're going to actually darken that because that is already dropped. But this lifts. And that is where we have most of our age spots, which when you're younger, you don't have that. And a lot of people on YouTube that are younger don't even address that. Some do, because some of them are real makeup artists, and some of them are like me that just play with makeup. But the real makeup artists know how to light and darken things, and so they will tell you, you know, how to do it and how to hide imperfections. And they look at all ages, whereas some other people they're just doing makeup. So I got a little trusty makeup towel here to wipe my fingers off. Always have a towel handy, and I would suggest it's one that's darker so that you can kind of make sure you know that's the one that's not for family or whatever. It's just for your makeup. This coffee's good this morning. I love it. Okay, so here's my product. It is the Wander, W-A-N-D-E-R, Beauty Trip for Two. It's blush and bronzer duo. And the colors in this duo are Bellini and Costa Ray. So obviously this is wonderful world-class beaches. Hold on, it's very dusty because I've been using it and I haven't been cleaning it. So let me just wipe that down real quick and not be so embarrassing. I actually do that for me. I like it to look pretty. Here, I'm going to put the mirror down. It's got a good sized mirror on it, which I like. But there's the colors. So you got a contour and you got a blush. Now let's just see what we do with it. So the first thing I do is I just get, this is just a regular angled brush, blush brush, contour brush. And I kind of use the short butt end. It's a little more concentrated. And don't go this way, which is horizontal. Go diagonal, which is this way. Do you see that natural place where it goes in? That's where I'm going to hit it right there. Right there. And then I'm going to go up and down, and then I'm bringing it around. And the reason I do that is because I have a little bit of the cheekiness, and that actually gives me a cheekbone. So there's my cheekbone. And with what's left over, I'm going to breathe in and blow out, and then put this on the end of my nose, underneath, to give a shadow, because I have a large nose. And the reason you blow out is so that powder doesn't all get up in your nose. Okay. Now, at the end of this, I've noticed in some videos I need to go back and blend a little more. But anyway, so again, almost straight up and down to the diagonal, and then I come on around. And then I go ahead and start circling the face. Just the outer edges to kind of make it dark on the outer. And look what that does. That brings light into here. Do you see that? So again, let's... And then I use some for right under here. Why? Because I've got the little fatties. And also because these little jowls drop as you get older. So you're going to go right across the bottom of the chin. Look how that gives a shadow. Do you see how this isn't shadowed? That's because you need to shadow it. Okay, go. Just kind of make sure you blend this real good or it's going to look like you didn't bathe. Same thing right here. Just make a line. But you got to blend that line out really good. Especially right there on that jowl. Do you see the difference is slight, but it kind of darkens this area so that it's just not so prominent. And as you have facial skin that drops or fat, and I'm just saying fat because we know when we're overweight, y'all. I know that I'm overweight, and I'm trying to do something about it, y'all. I joined Pandemic Pilates at work. They're having it. It's virtual. It's not much at first. But I think that's because they're just trying to get people who sit in their chairs all day long to do something. And I think that's commendable. Okay, one last thing that I do. This is what I've been doing because it makes it simple. I use this same bronzer color for eyeshadow because this is too bright. It almost is scary bright. So at least got to do something. So I just hit this bronzer right in my crease. And because this is a large brush, it just shadows me. Doesn't that look at the difference? You still got the bright here and here, but at least it's not like, ah, she's so bright. So I get right there in the crease, but again, because it's a large shadow that's actually for your face, it kind of contours everything. And I'm done. Okay, so now with the tip end of this, I'm going to blush, but by letting it drop off my cheekbone. So you can see the little peachy part, hit that first, and then just let it drop off. And that leaves this. And then I just kind of blend in that peachy color to the brown, so it's not so peach and brown. And then I go over the nose bone right up here, not down here, here, not here, here. Keep this light, keep this almost like you got a little sun today. See that? Just a little bit. Okay, and then again, just letting this drop down. And then you definitely need to, like, when I first get it on there and I get the color right, like I'm trying to get the color right now. There we go. And then on the bulbous part of the chin, right on top of it, blend it down. Blend it down. And that just adds a myriad of color right here at the chin as well, right there in the focus. So look how you see almost like a little sun, little sun, little sun, little sun. That's exactly where the sun would be hitting you. So that's absolutely right. But then it's too much. So what I do, so I'm done. One little palette, blush and contour, did it all. It's just been easier lately, y'all. But if I want to add a little bit, first of all, of course, I want to calm that down a little bit. Where's my other brush? Oh, they're behind me today because I put this back here. Let's use this one. Nice clean one. Then you can just use a clean brush and just kind of calm it down a little. Just kind of, you know, just kind of brush over it and just kind of calm it down a little bit. Just to make sure you dissipated it pretty good. I'll wipe that brush off. Okay. Then, put on my lipstick, which y'all know. What is it? Chanel. It is Chanel Soft Rose lipstick. It just goes with anything. And look how it wakes up your face to put lipstick on now. Okay. There we go. Okay. That still is a little strong. Can y'all tell that I'm just not as normally prepared today? Because I didn't have this actually. I feel like I do need to tone this down a little bit. It's too dark. So I'm just going to use this. It's like a pink powder. Kind of get that orangey tone down a little bit. And also just to kind of calm the colors down. Yeah, I think that toned it down a little bit. I could have just made it worse. I don't know. It's hard to tell, y'all. Just have mercy, because when you're on camera, it is harder. Okay, so that's what I do for lipstick. And then, of course, I use the other end to put my gloss on. This gloss sets it, because when it dries, you'll feel it's very dry. So this moisturizes it, makes it shiny and glossy like lip gloss, and it sets it. It's set for the day now. Love this stuff. Love this product. Again, that is Chanel lipstick. This is what it looks like. And my color is number, I think it's 48. 48 Soft Rose. Soft Rose is my color. I absolutely cannot. This is a must-have. The other must-have is I have to have liners. I like liners. So I'm going to use, this is the Chartist, and the reason I like this one lately is because it's just one, both of my liners are on one end. I mean, not on either end. So I do the inner waterline. You can also tight line. Sometimes if I'm using my IT Cosmetics one, I just tight line it as well. And all that does is put black right on the line of your lashes. Right on that little flap of skin. Just do it slowly, and you can do it without even touching it. See, it's going right on without me even to pull my skin down to get to it. Just pay attention to what you're doing. And that's enough. It's just enough. Then, and I do wipe the nib of that off just because it did go in my eye. On my little. Now, I will tell you, some days I do add a little more. So I'll just show you what I do. I have 2 brushes. One is a short shader or a smudger brush. This is the Sigma E20. And I'm going to go into, and I have this Buxom palette. And this is where you go in and choose your colors. This is an empty palette, and I went in, and these are the color choices. I always do a highlighter that's a white highlighter, not a champagne. I want white when I need it. A neutral transition color, which is almost like a coffee color, my kind of coffee. Dark brown. I do sometimes use a bronzing shade like this that has got a shimmer to it, and then I have the same in a dark brown, almost a shimmer to it. And then I always add some shade of purple like that. That's a darker purple. And I'll show you what I use that for. And I do use it. The main thing that's different, y'all, is not using foundation. I'm just literally... I still enjoy doing this. I just enjoy it. Do you see the difference? It just goes straight through the lashes, and look how it kind of makes it look more finished. Through the lashes, not below, through them. And it's just like a liner that it looks nice. I like it. And with whatever's left over, you can do 2 things. Run through the bottom part of your brow to just support the shape of the brow. If you need to, do a little bit on the arch to shape the arch. Come to the front and just straight up and down. Just fill in the front a little more. Do you see the difference? It's just a little more finished look than that one. Okay. Again, run through the underside of the brow. That's what supports the shape of the brow. And then over here, I'm just going to go straight out and support that back shape back there, the arch. And then I'm coming forward. I'm thinning in the front of this brow more than the other. It's so interesting how brows are different. This one's lower too.